Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a wave pattern long here on the E-mini Dow. First target coming off, quick little first target, 17,607. Second target coming off at 17,620. Let's go to 17. And then final target off at 31, so we're going to go to 28. Now, on the rise higher here, because that first target is so small, you're definitely able to go to break even without much of a problem. If you're concerned, like I am, a little bit of it coming back and whipping you out and kind of playing around with that level, what I'm looking to do is instead, I'm going to leave my stop at not break even, but below this low like we've got down here, and I'm going to leave it there until we break this high at 17,611. Now, that does mean that you accept a little bit of extra risk, but you do have that first target taken out. So it kind of compensates for the difference, but that gives the trade the room it needs to really kind of break through those highs just to be a little bit safer. This whole morning, if we zoom out a little bit, this whole morning we've been seeing very, very just kind of range bound with a slight bullish nature to it, right? We've been obviously bullish, but at the same time, a lot of these moves have really come on the backs of just a pure range. We've been stuck in this range since 5:30 this morning, and we're finally starting to see that attempt that they want to actually try to break out now, which is why we're hopping on board. Along with that, it is an absolutely perfect wave pattern to the upside, which definitely helps. So we're long 17,601, looking for 607. That first target, again, pretty small at only 6 ticks. The next target, though, we're going to be pulling out 617, so that puts in 16 more ticks. And then the final target after that, we're looking up higher at 17,628 for 27 ticks. Now, the trade itself, it is the Dow, and the Dow ticks in $5 per tick. It's a very small market in that regard for the cost per tick. So because of that, we're going to be taking out a little bit more in terms of size. We're going in 8 contracts, which is double size than what we're normally used to. But at the same time, that also just brings it back up to normal for, well, $10 a tick like we're used to. So we got that first target taken out. We got a nice chunk of profit off of that level. We took 4 contracts off at 6. Now again, we're going to leave our stop back at 17,592 to be safe. That's just because it's been a little bit whippy. As soon as we break that 17,611 high, stop goes right to break even. So that first target got taken out at 6. We took 4 off there. That's 24 ticks total. Now the next level is going to be 16 more, but we're taking 2 off there, so that's 32, and then 2 more off at 27. That gives us 110 total ticks possible on the trade. At $5 a tick, it's $550. Nice easy math there. So $550 total potential overall on the trade, and that's kind of what we're looking for. So again, we're looking for the break of the highs to lock in our stop to break even. It will be really nice if it goes higher now, especially now that we've got this sort of wick. We can use that to our advantage and just go to break even +1 and have that wick as kind of an aid there. So we'll see if we can break this high, at least test it. A double top, if anything, will give us at least a little bit of a clue. There we go. So now that we've got the double top, stop goes to break even +1. We've seen that confirmation that we should be continuing. Now we should be good to go. So now it's just a matter of time. We're looking for the next target at 617, and then after that at 628. All right, prices push up and we get our target filled there at 617. Now we got 2 more contracts taken off there, and that's 16 ticks. So now that we've got that taken out, now we're just looking for a little bit of extra continuation, right? We're looking for that extra push, that big oomph, if you will, up to 17,628. Now the actual target's at 31, but again, we always like to front run by a little bit just to give us a heads up. But everything's still looking really, really strong to the upside. Just need to give it the room it needs to continue that push up. So our stop is still going to stay right below this wick low. Honestly, if it comes back on us, I don't want to see that low taken out, and it just kind of makes sense to leave it right there. Plus, if we get stopped out, we still lock in an extra tick, which is always kind of nice, so you're not in a negative position. But having that wick low down here at 17,603 just ahead of our stop really aids us a lot, because that adds a nice chunk of support in the way of our stop, and that's kind of a nice place to be. So overall, still looking really, really strong. Just looking for that next push up to 17,628, and we'll see if we can lock in that final runner target up there. All right, we're seeing those buyers attempt to come back in again, and there we go. We got that target filled. 17,628 is the target. Got it filled without much of a problem there. Other than that slight fluctuation we had earlier, you can see they were taking a little bit of profit. Not a surprise. We were too, right? So we're taking a profit ahead of that 17,620 level. Tests it, rejects it just a little bit. A 1 candle rejection immediately shoots right back up again. We get that second target, and you can see it's still continuing. You could have held out for an even bigger move. Overall, beautiful move to the upside. Again, it ticks in 5, so we traded 8 contracts instead. instead, just to get it up to 10 ticks essentially per tick, or per 2 contracts, right, just to kind of make it a little bit more normal, I guess. But 8 contracts, we locked in 110 ticks total on the move higher. That locks in $550. So that's going to be the trade. Absolutely perfect wave pattern long. Can't ask for a much better setup than that, and almost no heat at all. There was one red candle against our position, so not going to be too upset about that. We'll take that $550 right to the bank. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com, and as always, we'll catch you next time.